Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the October 1st cyber insecurity stream. Man, this year has flown by. Welcome to our Friday morning AMA, or as we said in chat, Ask Me Anything stream. As you can tell, we do tons of interviews throughout the week, and it's not always easy to get those questions in. And so we do Friday morning AMA streams for everybody, especially those across the ocean, Australia, India, UK, everywhere out there, so that you all get some one-on-one time with this guy right here. It is our Tea with a Hacker stream, and as always, I do indeed have some tea. As you know, I'm a huge fan of tea. I'm drinking my Republic of Tea double dark chocolate mott tea, which is a organic natural dark cocoa powder blended with organic roasted yerba mate leaves. And as we have not seen in a while, I have brought Putin to stream with us. Putin commands it. So good morning to everybody this morning. Just a couple of quick notes on the introduction. This is our short format, so I will run through our intro super fast. We do have moderators in chat. I do want to thank our moderators each and every stream for their dedication. Super huge note on moderators. Moderators are here to keep chat free of sexist, racist, misogynistic, elitist, and otherwise toxic behavior. Okay, we have zero tolerance for toxicity on this stream. It will not be tolerated. I do trust my moderators explicitly, and their decision is final. Okay, if you're put out on a timeout or a ban, you appeal to them, not to me. This is a fantastic opportunity to remind you. Hit that exclamation point Discord and get into our Discord. You're going to want to be in our Discord, especially if you're wanting to participate in the giveaway that is happening later this stream. We're going to be giving away two 1-month try hack me vouchers for you to practice your hacking on. You are going to need to be in Discord to get those discount codes for try hack me. So do make sure you hit exclamation point Discord, get into our Discord now. I'll be answering questions on stream. Your questions are incredibly important to us. We just do ask that you ask your question only once. I do promise you, we have so many moderators in chat that are seeing your question that they will make sure that your question gets seen and your question gets asked. Woo! All right, see, that's how it is. I do the Friday intros pretty quickly. Let's jump into a couple questions really quick. Brian says, "Good morning, Neil. How are you this morning after that session with Tom Kellerman last night?" Yeah, we literally just got off of a session with Tom Kellerman last night. Security guru guy, glad to see you in chat as always. Yeah, if you did not see it, right? Last night we had Tom Kellerman on from VMware Carbon Black. And we had a massive discussion on cyber insurgency and cyber warfare. Hopefully everybody was able to keep up with that one. It was quite amazing conversation, or I thought so. Like, I got into mod chat with my moderator team after the stream, and Josh Mason's comment was like, "Oh my God, that was so awesome." It's awesome to be able to talk about, cyber warfare and the effects that we're seeing out there in the space, how we need to be thinking about cyber warfare differently just to be more effective in the battle space. And so I was super, super grateful to have Tom on. Highly encourage you that if you didn't get to see the stream last night, go back and watch the vid or the VOD. It's quite awesome. I did indeed enjoy it. That one. Did I add that one? I thought I added that one to the queue. Yeah, there it is. It is on queue. All right. No, DF. 3-hour stream today. Probably not. I have a super special, call it pre-interview with a potential guest. Can't tell you who it is yet because I need to confirm that she'll be able to attend. But you're going to be really, really happy when you find out who she is. We are planning a longer stream towards the end of the month. And when I say longer, we're planning a potential 24-hour stream at the end of October, 24-hour charity stream. 24-hour charity stream might be happening. So that one would be there. This is a good one. When is the video on what, so what, now what coming? That's a fantastic question. We had a kind of a busy week with the live streams this week, so I didn't get a chance to produce any dedicated content this week. Next week is looking roughish a little bit. We've got I'm doing a talk at US Cyber Games Draft Day. So if you didn't know, we are a official media outlet for the US Cyber Games. Definitely encourage you to go check out the US Cyber Games. Glad to see that initiative happening. And so we're doing a speaking part at Draft Day on October 5th. And so I do encourage everybody to go sign up for draft, or not sign up, but go and show your support for watching Draft Day on October 5th for the US Cyber Games. Wednesday, I'm moderating a panel for VMware Carbon Black. where I'm going to be talking about the evolution of ransomware with Katie Nichols from Red Canary, the CISO of Cognizant, and another threat analyst from VMware Carbon Black on Wednesday. So that'll be awesome. And then we've got our normal stream schedule. So I'm going to try to do this video. And I'm going to try to do a video on the 1,000 Connect Challenge next week. So be looking for 2 videos on both on what, so what, now what, and the 1,000 Connect Challenge. Now, here's what I will tell you. Folks who have gotten their personalized resume review, if you're listening in chat, you got a personalized resume review. Part of what that gets you is I'll sit down and I'll take your resume and I'll actually take one of your bullets or take a couple of your bullets and actually write them in what, so what, now what format so that you can actually see that, kind of coming through. And so, but to your point, right, we'll do a video specifically on this. We'll do a video on the 1,000 Connect Challenge, hopefully next week. October is already up, Devnil Zen. October is already up. Let's see what we got here. I saw something here that I wanted to. So I want to highlight this one real quick. I got on my soapbox a little early this morning on Twitter already. If you didn't see, you have some awesome content on Twitch. Would you be moving any of those content to YouTube? Yes, we have all the VODs downloaded from Twitch. We will be transitioning those over to YouTube as well. We are now exclusively tonight. Jack, Sec IT Guys, Tipsy Cyber will be the last October stream, the last Twitch stream. That will happen on the channel. And after that, we will be no longer broadcasting on Twitch whatsoever. We'll be broadcasting exclusively on YouTube. So you can effectively hang out here on YouTube. We'll be streaming here exclusively. But I want to talk about, like, if you go look at my Twitter account, I retweeted something from Harris, who I want to thank Harris, if he ever watches this stream, for continuing to provide stream beats for free, with no copyright limitations on there whatsoever. In the sense that I guess Twitch rolled out a new feature to help discoverability. Congratulations, Twitch. Appreciate you adding a new feature after we leave to increase discoverability. Let's talk about what that feature is. I'm sure everybody here is curious what that feature is that Twitch did to increase discoverability. You ready for this? My longtime Twitch fans who were with me for a year as we tried to fight the discoverability monster on Twitch. Twitch thought it was a fantastic idea that if I want to get discovered on Twitch, you, the viewers, should pay Twitch to have me on the featured page of Twitch. That's how Twitch fixed discoverability. You, the viewers, pay Twitch to have me discovered on the featured page of Twitch. Nothing wrong with that, people. Nothing wrong with that at all. The monolithic giant continues. So as if the other reasons why we had chosen to move from Twitch to YouTube, wasn't evident enough. I saw that tweet this morning from Harris, and I was like, "Yep, bye-bye Twitch. I am not gonna have my viewers pay to have me boosted. I'll put in the work. I'll do the work. You, the community, can help me with a word of mouth, right? But that's just not good at all. Terrible. So all content now over here on the YouTubies. You said ask anything. I did indeed say ask anything. I literally will answer any questions, whether it's a cybersecurity question, whether it's a hacking question, whether it's in this case, looks like it's a bald question. I'll answer it. Listen, this is the only place that you get access to the chief content officer of one of the largest training companies in the entire world. I do make myself the most accessible chief content officer out there of all of the other training companies that are out there. So you can absolutely ask me any I&E questions as it is as well. In this case, at what age did you embrace the bald? And what was the deciding factor? Interesting on the bald, right? So I went bald actually in high school. I started going bald in high school. I was in complete total denial. I started to get the receding hairline up here and the thinning hair across the top, and I was made fun of incessantly. For being bald all through high school. And so when I went into the military, as soon as they would allow me to shave my head, I absolutely did that. But I started going bald probably around 15, 16, somewhere around in there. What was the deciding factor? It was easier to maintain. And I actually funny story. There is indeed a picture of me with hair from a year ago. OSCP challenge for anybody who wants to find it. You could tag me, except for BSEC. BSEC already knows where it's at. But anybody else, if you want to tag me in it on Instagram or on Twitter, I'll absolutely acknowledge that it was there. But here's what I'll tell you. I went back to, I'd had hair one time, and then I was like, okay, yeah, that's it. I'm done having hair. So there's that. Stop shouting. I'm right here. It's not shouting, JNet. It is hype. Don't confuse shouting with hype. This is a hype zone. Man, the questions are pouring in this morning. I love it. Look at all these questions we've got coming in here. Just because I saw it, I want to remind everybody, please only ask your question once. I saw somebody post a question twice. I saw moderators took care of it. Reminder again, only ask your question once. I promise you we do see it and we will get to it. It does not make your question rise to the top if you ask it more than once. I promise. How to become a white hat hacker? Are you a hacker right now? Chances are probably yes. If you are, get out there and do some bug bounties. Go help people do responsible disclosure. Go find you a gig opportunity like we've talked about in several of our videos, right? Things like that. Lots of opportunities there. Where's the hype train then? The hype train has moved over here. Anytime we get a new member right here, it shows up there. That's the hype train. I do wish they would bring hype trains to YouTube, but this was as close as I was able to get. I appreciate the morning hype. I appreciate you, Mrs. CY. I appreciate. The new cut is off the chain. Cheers to the hashtag healthy hacker crew. Cheers to the hashtag healthy hacker crew. I've hit a new personal record on the weight. I'm now down to 190. That was definitely a huge goal. My 190 to 200 has been the hardest weight loss of this journey. And so, I've now officially hit the 190 mark. So 15 more pounds to go until I hit my goal weight on that one. But thank you for noticing. I do appreciate it. If you are interested in participating in not just my weight loss journey, but also a lot of the other healthy hacker initiatives that we have going on as a community, I saw Brian just drop it off in chat. Use the hashtag healthy hacker on Twitter and on Instagram. Tag me, and I'll absolutely celebrate your mental and physical health journey as you go about being a healthy hacker. How do nation state hackers gain skill set? The same way everybody else gains skill set. Listen, the biggest myth, and let me talk about this really quick, right? Because I know everybody comes and wants to hear Neil, and it's like, Neil, you were an NSA hacker. How do I get to be NSA level hacking? And they're thinking that there's like some crazy like SEAL level boot camp that we went through to do that type of work, right? But let's be honest, right? The training that you're hearing about, right, is this concept of RIOT, right? And it was RIOT. It was Remote Interactive Operator Training, right? It used to be provided by an organization called Windermere, which was basically just a whole bunch of universities, and then it moved on to some other third-party organizations, and then ultimately ended up with me and my unit down in the Air Force, where we built the offensive hacking training for the NSA hackers. Listen, you want to know what they teach? The same thing that you can get now through literally any course that's out there, right? They teach you the fundamentals of hacking. They teach you how to do OSINT. They teach you how to use, exploits in frameworks like Metasploit, right? Things like that. There is, it's not some super secret leet sauce thing that they teach you in RIOT. The difference of what makes a state-sponsored hacker gain skill set, and this is going to floor you. It's something that none of you are ever going to be able to repeat. It's something that none of you are ever going to be able to attain. And it's not because you don't have skill, but it's because you don't sit in a windowless room with time and money to just sit there and do nothing but hacking day in and day out, right? Right? That's the only difference. You'll never be able to attain it. There is no course out there. There is no course. And quite honestly, that course would only sell because of the name. But you'd be so surprised that the things that you would learn are amazingly similar to what you'd learn in eJPT, PTX, ECPPT, PNPT, GPIN, right? All that stuff, right? It's not, don't confuse state-sponsored activity thinking that there is a higher learning that happens there, right? They have intelligence that drives them. The NSA has a room of 100 super smart nerds that are sitting around looking for 0 days, right? They have nerds sitting around looking for 0 days. You don't have that at your disposal, right? You have to rely on everybody else to do it. They've got billions of dollars being spent on gathering intelligence on their adversary. The amount of money that the NSA spends gathering intelligence is flipping insane. That is something that you'll never be able to do. That, my friends, is what makes the NSA, or what makes state-sponsored hacking different. If you're out there on Try Hack Me, you're learning the skill set. If you're out there taking eJPT, taking PTX, taking ECPPT, taking PNPT, taking anything like that, you're getting the skill set needed to be a hacker, right? Time and money, those are the skills that a nation-state hacker has that you, unfortunately, will never be able to have unless you do that. What can I write in my LinkedIn account about your stream? If you learned something, share it, right? If you got some inspiration, share it. If I said something funny, share it. For those who don't know, we moved over to YouTube. I know that's a shocker. I know you're just finding out that we moved over to YouTube, but you can clip these live streams, right? So if I say something awesome, use the clip function inside of YouTube to clip that 60-second or that 10-second or that 30-second and share it out there. That's the easiest way that you could support it. That's the easy way you can support it. But I appreciate anything you showing up here. You showing up here is support, and I do truly appreciate you showing up here. Cybersecurity, I watched the LinkedIn hacking videos. I was wondering, when would you use cybersecurity technologist or cybersecurity professional or cybersecurity enthusiast in your headline? Whenever you want. Like, I don't think that there is a right or wrong time. The only thing I'd say is don't use cybersecurity enthusiast, right? No recruiter searches for cybersecurity enthusiast when, in terms of, looking for people that they want to try to, to hire into a role, right? I think that if you're studying cybersecurity now, right? If you're studying cybersecurity now and you're practicing and you're learning and you're doing some work, right, to better yourself, you're a cybersecurity professional, right? A job in cybersecurity is not a requirement for you to change your headline to be a cybersecurity professional. Let me say that again. I wouldn't wait for a job. Listen, recruiters are using that the same way Google uses SEO, right? They're searching for cybersecurity professionals. They're searching for ethical hackers. They're searching for that type of stuff. And so don't wait to put it into your headline. Put it into your headline now. I don't know why you would want to wait. It's an advertising platform. You need to look at and you need to think about LinkedIn as your digital portfolio and as your digital, kind of portfolio to your skills. And so I wouldn't wait at all. Devnol Zen with the super chat says, pro tip, recruiters do search for LinkedIn skill badges. I have heard that. I haven't gotten, a good feeling as to how I want to rotate those into the LinkedIn videos, but, thank you very much for that, Devnol Zen, as well. Recruiters, like, listen, when we talk about these things on the LinkedIn hacking videos and things like that, one of the things that I will say, right, is, all of this is meant to basically hack the talent hub that recruiters use to search for talent, right? That's what we're trying to do here. When I talk about making your headlines meaningful, when I talk about adding your certifications, as Devnol Zen put in chat, right, looking for those LinkedIn skill badges, right? All of this is about using those talent hub features that recruiters use to look for jobs and using that to your advantage as you're out there looking for a job. Can we have I&E giveaway, please? Absolutely, Muhammad, just not today. We do tons of giveaways on this stream. We do giveaways all the time, and we have, yes, indeed, given away tons of I&E stuff on this stream here as well. As a beginner, what is the best cert to start ethical hacking? Go to I&E, sign up for PTS. It's completely and totally for free. And then once you finish PTS, you can do the eJPT, which in the title says Junior Penetration Tester. So what better place to start than as a Junior Penetration Tester? Boom! Best place to start ethical hacking. Junior Penetration Tester. The lowest barrier to entry. The lowest barrier to entry for an actual industry recognized penetration testing cert is eJPT. Let me say that again for those in the back. Pen testing student is 100% for free. eJPT is only $200. And there are frequently discounts on the eJPT cert. They just ran one this last month where you could get the eJPT for free. So the lowest barrier to entry cert that exists out there that is indeed recognized by recruiters and is indeed recognized by the industry, eJPT. There it is, folks. There it is. There it is. Let's see what else we got here. How's Chapter 2 coming? It's coming. It's coming and going. Should I do eJPT or CEH? Which one is better and why? I think you should do eJPT because CEH is a company. EC Council is a company. I say this, the personal opinion, Neil Bridges is not indicative of I&E whatsoever. I don't support EC Council personally anymore because their values do not align with mine. And their cert has continuously and gratuitously over the years continued to not meet up to my standards, let alone the industry standards. I've taken my CEH off of my LinkedIn. I've not acknowledged my CEH whatsoever. And so, I am not a fan of CEH. eJPT is actual hands-on, actual real-world stuff, actually up to date, and actually much, much more meaningful in the long run. Anonymous says, hello, sir, in India. Glad to see you in India. Many HR organizations, hiring managers say you need a degree to get a better promotion and many benefits and also good salary. How to deal with these people? Listen, cultural differences that exist between the US and all the other countries are very, very hard for me to comment on because I've not lived in those countries and had to deal with those HR things. If this was a US company and there was somebody in my direct chain or my hiring manager who said you must have a degree to get better promotions, I would tell them, bye, go have a fantastic life. I'll go find another job somewhere else. Because here is the thing, right? You are in demand. You, the cybersecurity professional, are in demand, right? We talk about the stats. We had Daedry Diamond from CyberSN on the stream on Monday. Go back and watch that stream. She confirmed there is a worldwide talent shortage, right, when it comes to cybersecurity. And so, it may take a little while for you to get into the groove of it, but you have to accept it. You have to recognize that you're the one that's in demand. People want you. And so if they're telling you you need to get a degree to get a better promotion, then maybe you should turn around and say, then you need to go look for another cybersecurity professional. I'm going to go get me a promotion somewhere else. I'm going to go take my 20% pay raise. I'm going to go do bug bounties. I'm going to go do gig work for PwC or EY, right? But I think it's unfair for me to comment specifically on how those things work in India because I'm not in that culture. But that is my personal feeling on that. Okay. Thank you so much, Samira. I appreciate you. Are my mentor from Saudi Arabia. Cheers to Saudi Arabia. Hopefully things are going well there. If you tune into this stream, if you listen to my content, if you watch my videos, that is the best mentorship that I can give you right there. Lola, so glad to see you. Lola is my huge success story. Lola, I'm gonna brag about you for just one second. We had a one-on-one earlier this week, and I couldn't be prouder of what she said. I'm not going to tease. I'm gonna say that she said something. I'm gonna bring Lola here on stream here in a couple weeks, and I'm gonna have her repeat it. But she said something that made me so incredibly proud, and I couldn't be more proud of her. Since intelligence, Doc Jade, I want to give a huge shout out to Doc Jade again really quick. Doc Jade has been crushing it, has been a longtime member of the cyber insecurity community. He is also, for those who have gotten their personalized resume reviews, the spreadsheet that I use, the resume rubric, that was put together. The first draft was done by Josh, who is one of my interns. The second draft that's done, the one that you actually see in all the videos, is done by Doc Jade. And so he is contributing and giving back to the community. So give some hype hands up in the air for Doc Jade, who continues to crush it inside of Discord and inside the community. Thank you so very much for that. Since intelligence is about identifying risk, what is the difference between a chief intelligence officer and a chief risk officer? I don't necessarily know that I would say that intelligence is about identifying risk. Intelligence doesn't have the picture or the context to determine whether something is risky. I think intelligence, when you look at the root of intelligence, the act of intelligence gathering is gathering facts. Or maybe not facts. Facts is a terrible word. Gathering information. Right? Hey, I heard Doc Jade said Neil's head looks funky when it's bald. Right? That's a piece of information. Right? That information then gets delivered to me or to Carmen in the form of intelligence. And then we process that intelligence to say, is that a threat? Does that pose a risk to our outward image, right? So that's the difference between what intelligence is about versus what identifying risk is about. And so I think that there's still two different job titles in a chief intelligence officer versus a chief risk officer, right? I don't see them as the same. The chief intelligence officer is about gathering as much information as possible and putting that information into business context to turn over to business stakeholders so that they can make their business risk decisions. Then it is the chief risk officer's role to look at those risk decisions to determine the risk impact across the organization. I know it's a little bit in depth for a Friday morning, but hopefully that was helpful. How long does the 1,000 connection challenge take because of the weekly connection request limitation? I've seen parts of this. I've seen a lot of you talk about this in Discord chat. It's on my to-do list when I go to do the 1,000 connection challenge video to actually investigate if there are any hard or soft limitations on connections. I know that LinkedIn does some. Hey, we see that you asked your. We see that you just created a LinkedIn account and you're spamming a whole bunch of accounts. We may put you on a timeout until we get some people verify that you're not spam, right? I've seen that happen before. If you're an account in good standing, I have seen people crush through the 1,000 Connect challenge in less than 30 days, right? You may have some slow uptime as you get your network starting to be built, and LinkedIn may put some throttle on you because they fear that you're spamming as you ramp up. But other than that, I'm not aware of any hard or soft connections. I think other than I think it's 700 or some odd a month. I have to go back and redo it, but it shouldn't take you more than about 30 days to do that. Where can I look for CyberSec internships? Go to LinkedIn. Hit the jobs part of LinkedIn, and you can actually change it. There's actually a checkbox there for internships on LinkedIn jobs. This will be in my 1,000 Connect challenge. I will actually talk about in depth making quality contacts versus quantity. Absolutely. 100%. Opinion on Try Hack Me. Can it be improved? Try Hack Me is I don't think it would be fair for me to comment on strategically how Try Hack Me could have a better business model. I don't think that'd be fair. I think Try Hack Me is like going to the gym, right? And I say that frequently, right? You have to go to Try Hack Me to stretch your legs, to put in the work, to get the things done that you need to get done. I very much view Try Hack Me as going to the gym. It's not going to help you win the Olympics. It's not going to help you in the, Mr. Olympian or Mrs. Olympian, bodybuilding contest, right? But it is going to make you stronger. It is going to get you in shape, and it is going to make you smarter, right? And so for that reason, that's why I'm a huge fan of Try Hack Me and Hack the Box. But I don't think that going to Try Hack Me is the same as saying I want to be, a career penetration tester, right? Hey, Neil, is it good that I want to make a video pitch to a cybersec company about the projects I've made to prove that I have the expertise or potential for a software engineer threats position they have? That is a fantastic idea. That is a fantastic idea, Xavier. I think that that's a way to go above and beyond. I think that is always, the hardest part of that is getting somebody to watch your video. But I think if you can do that and you can absolutely make somebody watch your video, I think that is absolutely a fantastic way to do it. Are books good for learning hacking, and are there any age limits? I'm in my 40s. No to the last part. I'm also in my 40s. I continue to learn to this day. To this day, I continue to learn. I hope that I never stop learning. It's on each of us to make sure that we never stop learning, right? Are books good for learning hacking? It depends. I'm not a good book reader. I learn best. I am a hands-on learner, right? I am a hands-on learner. And so I can't read books to learn how to do something. I have to get in there. I have to dive in. I got to put my hands on stuff. I gotta smash my head against the keyboard for 4 hours trying to troubleshoot one bug. Listen, we were in sub chat maybe a month or two ago when I decided to stand up a cyber insecurity website, cyberinsecurity.tv. And I decided to move all of my infrastructure off of DigitalOcean and onto AWS and really dive deep into learning AWS. And I kid you not, when I was trying to build the security stack in AWS versus what I would typically build in standalone servers on DigitalOcean, trying to get, light sail to connect to the VPC, trying to get the VPC to connect to the WAF, then trying to get the load balancer put on top of that to route all the traffic through the load balancer in AWS. Having never done it before, having never read anything on AWS, you know how I did it? I picked up the keyboard and I just started doing it. And I literally sat in sub chat and smashed my head against the keyboard as I tried to figure it out over and over and over and over and over and over again until I got it right. That's how I learn. And so if books are good learning materials for you, then I say absolutely go do the books. Go embrace the books. I think the books are fantastic. I think they're out there. Do I think books are key? Nah. I think you have to go with what helps you learn in this space, right? And that's why I say, like, there isn't, you want to attach yourself to instructors. You want to attach yourself to learning techniques. You want to attach yourself to learning methods. That's going to be the best way that you learn in this industry. Do you think doing CTFs is a time-efficient way of becoming a good cybersecurity professional for real-life scenarios environment? Yes, 100%. If you are not doing, again, CTFs is about going to the gym, right? You all are over there like, Neil, you're looking cut. Neil, you're looking awesome. You're looking slimmed down. You know why? Because I'm working out, right? Because I'm stretching my muscles, right? Because I'm remembering what it's like to go run every day, right? Because I'm going to the gym and I'm lifting. I'm doing push-ups, right? Right? That has nothing to do with whether I'm going to go be an Olympian or not, but I'm doing it because it helps you stretch those muscles. It helps you keep everything fresh, right, when you go to do it. And so I think CTFs are an absolutely time-efficient way for you to continue to stretch those muscles as a cybersecurity professional. 100%. 100%. Thoughts on cybersecurity certificates from universities? Garbage. Hot garbage. That's what I think about them. Would you recommend Hackbox or try Hackme for a complete beginner? Absolutely, 100%. Can you show your studio? I have a draft video of my studio. I tell you what, hit ! Socials. Go pay attention to Instagram. We may do a studio walkthrough on Instagram this weekend. I'll give you that one. Any tips or resources to improve communication for technical folk to better work with senior management execs? In terms of communication, somebody mentioned Toastmasters on stream the other day, and I thought that was a fantastic recommendation, right? Go take a look at an organization called Toastmasters. Now, that's geared more towards public speaking, but I think public speaking helps you develop the skills needed to better communicate. In terms of communicating with senior executives, go learn business. Go watch a YouTube video on how to sell something, right? Go watch a YouTube video on marketing, right? Go take a Udemy class on sales and marketing, right? When you want to learn how to talk to senior manager, you want to improve your communication skills, learn to do it like a salesman. Learn to do it like a salesman because they've got it nailed down. What's up next for I&E? We are hard pressed on career paths. I can tell you that right now definitively. We've got a lot of effort going into career paths right now. We are 2 weeks away, hopefully, fingers crossed, from announcing a very, very huge, a massively huge acquisition. Like, industry-changing acquisition. I'm actually pulling up something now because I do have an awesome I&E announcement that I do want to share with the team that you just reminded me of. Stand by here really quick while I pull up something to show you an I&E announcement that has yet to hit the airwaves. So thank you for the reminder, Fasochi, albeit unintentional. As I stall here a little bit, I need a drum roll here as I pull up some, pull up something awesome. Whoopsie. There we go. So I think that's something that we've got everybody working on, right now. is Career Pass being in the platform. We're 2 weeks away from a massive acquisition that I think is going to be literally transformative in the industry. I just lined up another acquisition in the cloud space that I think is going to be also transformative to us. That one's probably about 30 days away from closing. And then I've got some other stuff that I'm working on, after that, to kind of round out the portfolio on top of that. So I think that that's pretty good. Let me talk about what what you reminded me of, Fasochi. Now that I've got it pulled up here, we have onboarded another red team instructor that I am incredibly excited about. Let's see. Let's make sure I got everything working. Okay, cool. There it is. It's up and running. Awesome. Fantastic. If anybody is anybody familiar with this YouTube channel right here, the Hackersploit YouTube channel? Hopefully you're pretty familiar with it. Hopefully you're familiar with Alexis, who runs this YouTube channel. He's got tons of videos here on all things pen testing, web app pen testing tutorials, ethical hacking and penetration testing, malware analysis, right? Hackersploit. I think we've done some of these giveaways here for Hackersploit here in the past. I am proud to announce that Alexis is joining us as a red team instructor. He's officially started with us as a red team instructor at INE, and he's going to be working with Jack and Josh on revamping all of the red teaming content, everything from he's starting with Josh and working with Josh on PTS, and then we're going to be moving forward to eCPPT and that course material, pen tester professional and everything next. And so we're super excited to have Alexis join us. As you can tell, if you've ever participated in any of his content, he is a brilliant red teamer. He's obviously got 600,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's an incredibly influential individual out there, and so we're super excited to welcome Alexis to the team, and super excited to see his contributions to the INE portfolio, as well. So that was one of the. Thank you for reminding me of that, Fasochi. So that's like the big news that I had for this morning was welcoming Alexis onto the team and seeing him expand his Hacksploit content over on the INE platform. I actually meant to announce that next week, but we had some difficulties, so I had to wait a week to announce that one. So I'm an INE premium monthly member of INE. Is there a way to watch videos offline? No. Okay, that is a controversial topic, right? There's a controversial topic, right? Because listen, as soon as we give up the videos, you know where they're going to show up? They're going to show up on a torrent site somewhere, right? And we deal with that on a frequent basis right now. Listen, if you don't think that we're out there looking for hacked and downloaded versions of our content that's out there, you are sadly mistaken, right? We constantly look for that, and we use every legal power possible to take down illegal versions of our content that is hosted out there on sites that it shouldn't be hosted out there on, right? And so we are working on some DRM solutions, and we are investigating DRM solutions, to try to make this possible. But in the short, foreseeable future, no. Just no. How do I spy on blockchain? When you take the chain and you look at it really, really intently. Take the chain, physically hold the chain, and spy on it really intently. That's how you spy on blockchain. DevNoel Zhang comes through and says, what is the balance between what Tom was talking about last night with the gloves off and privacy for the general populace? And I think that is, listen, I think that that's the hard part about Tom's message last night, right? Which is, we know that we all want, governments to be able to take stricter action against some of these vicious cyber criminals that are out there, right? But there is a balance that I think is always hard, right? You can never really have a good balance one way or the other between taking the gloves off and going after somebody and having privacy for the general populace. Here's the other thing about privacy, right? And I know this is an unpopular opinion, right? Hashtag unpopular opinion on this one. You don't have any privacy once that packet leaves your router, right? You may think you have privacy. You may think you have a right to privacy, but let's be real. You don't have a right to privacy once that packet leaves that boundary of your home, right? That's why encryption exists, right? You'll know that you know, again, one of the hardest conversations that I had to have with somebody, right, is understanding that, you know, you can choose the services that you want to use and don't want to use. You don't have to choose to use Facebook. You don't have to choose to use Google and YouTube, right? If you don't want to, more power to you. I'll never say you don't have to, right? Or that you have to, right? You can choose to throw away your cell phone. You can choose to throw away your laptop. You can choose to live off the grid, right? That is your choice. You can choose to use encryption. You can continue to choose encryption that the government can't break. You can continue to use obfuscation methods like good OPSEC, like VPN technologies, like Tor to masquerade your traffic, right? You have that choice and you have that freedom in a country that allows you to have that freedom, the United States and otherwise, right? As long as you could choose that, you have no right to complain about privacy, right? Because if you think that you own that packet when it leaves the wire, then you have a misconstrued view of the entire world. And so I say that not to insult you, DevNozen. I say that to say, I don't think that there is a privacy concern from taking the gloves off. I think that this gets back into that conversation about whether the FBI has the authority to come into your Exchange servers and fix a vulnerability. And the key word there, as Tom mentioned, was they had a judge's order, which meant that a judge didn't find it illegal for the FBI to do that, and a judge found it completely within the bounds of the law for the FBI to go forth and do that. It may make us all feel incredibly uncomfortable, and I'm completely fine with acknowledging that, right? But a judge approved it, which means it's technically legal, which means it has nothing to do with privacy. It may just have something to do with your own comfort level. And so I think that that conversation right there is always why there will be a really, really, really hard balance between those types of things. BSEC says, I would say that the only difference in nation state hacking is time. There are so many free things out there. Money isn't an object in the learning equation. 100%. I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. That's awesome. I appreciate that one. Appreciate that one. Let's see here. We are sitting at 9:20. I tell you what. Let me. I'm bad moderator. I'm bad streamer this morning. I don't have my. I just noticed I didn't change Streamlabs out this morning. Let's go ahead and set up for the giveaway here in a little bit. I do want to thank our partners, but in particular, I want to thank Josh Mason of the Cyber Supply Drop for providing this morning's giveaway. You can catch us here every single solitary Friday for Friday Resupply, care of Josh Mason of the Cyber Supply Drop. We are going to give away 2 Try Hack Me 1-month vouchers. You do need to be on Discord, so now's a fantastic time. That you hit that exclamation point Discord in chat. Okay, so that you can get that Discord information. I'll wait for everybody who isn't in Discord. Make sure you do get over into Discord. You will need to send me. You'll need to send me a direct message, and I will give you your discount. I'll give you your 1-month code in chat right now, which is why you need to be in Discord. And you need to make sure that your Discord name matches your YouTube name so that we can indeed match that guy up. So I'll wait maybe 5 more minutes for anybody who wants to hop into Discord and get that taken care of. Do that now. That is going to be the way that you're going to need to redeem your Try Hack Me voucher. Let's see what we got here. Is it mandatory to have a desktop laptop to start learning hacking? If not, then can we learn eJPT course on mobile and do labs on it too? No, you probably need a laptop or desktop to do most of the labs. That's pretty much going to probably be a requirement there to learn most. I mean, you watch videos all day long, right? I think that's completely and totally fair. I think doing labs, you're actually going to need to have a device to do labs in. This is a good one right here. Kyle says, I've been in cybersecurity for about 15 years and transitioning into leadership role. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This stream is for everybody, right? Whether you're just getting started in cybersecurity or whether you're an experienced veteran, right? When I say that line, this is what I'm talking about. We have folks like Kyle sitting in this chat who have been in this. This stream is wide reaching. No matter where you are in your career, we're here to help you regardless of where you are. That's why listen, I had somebody come into my comments the other day. And say, Neil, you don't do anything technical. And I'm like, do you realize the vast array of content that we cover? Everything from the technical to the high-level strategy, right? Just because I don't sit here day in and day out to do try hack me's, we are trying to cover a wide base. And if you haven't figured out yet, you need to know this stuff at some point in time in your cybersecurity career, just like you need to know how to use try hack me, right? Been in cybersecurity for 15 years and transitioning into a leadership role. What courses or books would you recommend for cyber leaders? It pains me to recommend CISSP, and I say that. I don't say that any other reason other than to say that it pains me to recommend CISSP, but it is kind of the de facto standard when it comes to leadership. You can even see the grimace on my face when it comes to recommending CISSP. But CISSP is going to need to be something that is on your radar, especially with where you're at in your career. I would start attaching myself to white papers and conference talks and things like that, of leaders that you admire, because I think that that's what's going to help you see how. I was having this conversation with somebody else, earlier, right? You start to realize that you can only learn so much from doing the courses and the certs before you have to start listening to how other people implemented cybersecurity strategies and then take that and go, aha, that's how I should implement this cybersecurity strategy, or that gave me an idea on what I need to do next. And I think that that's going to be the key to getting that leadership that you need. Okay, I've now started the raffle. You should see Streamlabs come up and prompt you to enter into the raffle we're going to pick two winners. You need to be in Discord. You need to message me on Discord when I announce your name as a winner for 2 Try Hack Me vouchers. Lots of cert questions. New to the IT field, I was planning to be in cybersecurity field, cyber analyst or info security. What cert would you recommend and career path as a beginner? Go take PTS, go take the eJPT, go start there. Listen, and the reason I say that, right? God, what was that movie? There's been a couple movies. Somebody imagine a movie that's out there, right? I can't remember the name of the movie. Oh, it was Scorch Trials. Gosh, I can't remember. I'll remember the movie. I'll post it up on Instagram later, right? You don't know where it is that you want to go, right? You have to get your hands dirty in everything it is that you do, right? And this is why I say try hack me. This is why I say hack the box. This is why I say pen tester student, right? Thank you, Maze Runner. DK, you're amazing. You're amazing, DK. DK picked it up. Maze Runner, right? You remember Maze Runner? The dude couldn't remember his name, but he gets in there and he gets into a fight and he has a party and he gets everything worked up, and then boom, all of a sudden, like his head, he gets it. It clicks in him and he's like, aha, my name is X, right? That's how some of you have to envision your journey into cybersecurity, right? You need to go do Try Hack Me. You need to go do Hack the Box. You need to go do Blue Team Labs Online. You need to go do cyberdefenders.org. You need to take Pen Testing Student. You need to do all this stuff, right? Because then you're going to go, aha, I see. This is where I belong. This is where I belong in the cybersecurity space, right? So that's so the three people who just messaged me on Discord and said, try Hack Me voucher, I'm from the YouTube giveaway. We haven't even announced the winners of the giveaway yet. Why are you DMing me? Why are you DMing me before I announce the giveaway? Seriously? Seriously? This is why we can't have nice things, guys. This is why we can't have nice things, right? Wait until I announce the winners. Messaging me now? Try Hack Me giveaway. I'm from YouTube giveaway. Like, I haven't even announced the winners yet. Don't message me in Discord, okay? Don't message me in Discord till I've announced you as a winner. Till I've announced you as a winner. Sir, I want to know OSCP or eJPT for entry into cybersecurity. Entry is equivalent to junior, which is equivalent to eJPT. Don't take OSCP for getting into cybersecurity. Don't. You're not there yet. You're not ready for it yet, right? And that's okay. It's okay to not be ready there, right? Go stretch your legs, work out in the gym, practice. Any tips to bring a purple team concept in an org that always says we don't have time because we keep patching things up? Fantastic question. Organizations like this are tough to work in, right? And I get that. Organizations like this are tough to work in because if they tell you that they don't have time to do purple teaming because they're always patching, they probably tell you they don't have time to do proper incident response because they're always patching. They probably tell you they don't have time to do threat hunting because they're always patching. They probably tell you they don't have time to do pen testing because they're always patching. They probably tell you they don't have time to do asset inventory because they're always patching. They probably tell you they don't have time to do anything because they're always patching, right? And if that's the case, that is a cybersecurity organization that hasn't seriously prioritized cybersecurity as a strategy. And so I hate to say this may be a hard reality, right? I don't have a magic wand. Ask BSEC. BSEC has tried to find the magic wand in his organization, right? We've all tried to help BSEC find the magic wand in his organization that says, poof, you should care about cybersecurity. And the fact of the matter is, if they can't get patching right, and if patching is an excuse, right? If patching is being used as an excuse to not do new cybersecurity initiatives, you have a fundamental leadership problem. And I would stop worrying about whether to stand up blue teaming, and I would start worrying about how do you fix your fundamental leadership problems to get them to understand that all aspects of cybersecurity are important. Now, a different conversation is, how do you prioritize purple teaming? How do you prioritize purple teaming? Now, that is that's the right conversation, right? Because you might not be mature enough. And this is a hard concept, right? This is why, and we can talk about this in the context of pen testing too, right? We can talk about this in the context of pen testing. A lot of people are like, oh my God, my organization doesn't do pen testing, right? How do I get them to understand that we must do pen testing? You need to realize that some of these organizations aren't mature enough to do pen testing in the first place, let alone be able to implement the results of a penetration test. Right? Let me say that again. You think that they struggle with patching? Wait till you do a pen test and you find problems and you tell them that they've got to turn off, LLM&R on all their switches. And they're like, what? How do we do that? We can't do that. What if you tell them you had to add port security because somebody gained physical access to a hospital and plugged in a rogue access point to an unprotected switch port? And you're like, you got to turn port security on across your entire enterprise, right? What if you told them that you had to change their password policy because their password policy sucked, right? What about enabling MFA? Do you know Do you know that I've been in organizations, I kid you not, I was at an organization, I was on a Fortune 100 company, a $50 billion company that got popped, had their credentials hacked, used to steal the CFO's retirement money, and it still took them 2 years to deploy MFA. It still took them 2 years to deploy MFA after a known cyber attack that resulted in financial loss of the CFO. And yet some of you want to do purple teaming in your organization. Some of you want to do pen testing. Some of you want to do red teaming, and they can't even get MFA right. So this is what I'm talking about when you start thinking about your organizations, right? You need to start thinking that some of your organizations might just not be mature enough to be in a position to deploy things at the rate that you think that they need to be in a position to deploy things as. Okay? So, fantastic question, but just be cautious, right? That your expectations might be a little higher than what your organization's maturity level is necessarily ready for. All right, with that being said, looks like the raffle has closed. I'm going to pick 2 winners. You need to message me in Discord when I call your name. You got about 30 seconds to do so before I give your Try Hack Me voucher to somebody else. The first winner is Kronos Libre. Please message me in Discord. The second winner is Harash. You're the second winner. Please message me in Discord and I will get you your Try Hack Me voucher. Any discounts on eCPPT? Absolutely not. Done are the days of buy one, get one. Done are the days of getting discounts, in terms of like the flash sales. That's, there's not like an individual package model anymore. There's not a, hey, I just want to go buy eCPPT. That's not, that's just not something that we're ever going to go back to as a business model. So no discounts specifically on eCPPT. Go sign up for the INE premium subscription and you can get access to it there. Let's see here. I already answered that one on purple teaming. Here's a privacy one from DF. Do you think we peeps have more privacy while being in the European Union or the US? That's a very interesting question. I think that you all have definitely taken privacy much more serious than I think we have here in the US. I think we're trying with the California Consumer Privacy Act. We were all super excited. I just want to let you know, Harash, just saw your DM on Discord. I just gave you your Try Hack Me voucher. Thank you so very much. Thank you to Josh Mason. Make sure you listen when you get these giveaways. Go to LinkedIn, go to Twitter, at me, at Josh Mason, right? At all of us, who made this happen, and make sure you give your thanks. Like that's the best way to show your thanks for this is to show that, that public support out there. I'm still waiting on our second winner. I'm still waiting on Kronos Libre to message me in Discord before we re-roll for that one. I think the disappointing part about GDPR in the European Union, the only thing that I'll call disappointing in that regard, right, DF, is we see companies like Marriott, like British Airways, go to the UK to skirt around that 15% penalty that you get for violations of GDPRs, and we see them skate away with fractions of a dollar that they should have got penalized with. And I still completely and totally attest, right, that until you hit companies in the pockets, right, you're gonna have a hard time hitting them where it counts. So if you're in Discord, right? If you look at the very, very top of Discord in our Discord channel, you'll see IT Junkie at the very, very top under moderators, right? You'll see IT Junkie up there. Just send me a DM, Kronos. You got about 30 more seconds. I'll answer one more question before we re-roll. This is why you don't leave until we claim all the winners. I know some of you are like, oh, damn, I didn't leave. I'm out. I didn't get anything. I'm out. Don't ever leave, because we got some people who walk away from their keyboard in the middle of a raffle. Just saying. Which pen testing cert is more practical? I think you're seeing more and more practical certs. I don't think the question is which is more practical. I think they're all valuable. And again, I think that they all provide value. You as the student need to go find the one that resonates with you. But I think that they all the ones that have practical, I think that you as a student should be saying, I'm not going to take a cert unless it has a practical associated with it, right? Or I'm going to prioritize spending my money on certs that have practical, right? I think that that's what you should be doing as a individual user. Okay. Kronos did not message me, so I'm going to pick another winner. Pay attention this time. Do message me in Discord if I do call your name. 1 month Try Hack Me voucher. Terrence Yu, congratulations. Do message me in Discord to claim your Try Hack Me voucher. Is there a viable business model that incentivizes offensive approach to pursue APT groups in the private sector? No. Nobody's going to pay for it. You have to think about, you have to have a customer, right? You have to have a customer and you have to think about the legalities, right? There's a lot of gray area. There's a lot of gray area when it comes to pursuing APT groups in the private sector, right? You're still hacking. And as Devnol Zen pointed out last night, right? The Computer Fraud Abuse Act, right, is still so broadly reaching that it makes it really, really tough to legally go after anybody out there in the world. There's a lot of gray area. People have operated in a gray area, and I totally get that. Terrence Yu, I see you in Discord. Thank you so very much for the DM. Let me get you your Try Hack Me voucher. Boom. Terrence. Boom. There's your Try Hack Me voucher, Terrence. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you so very much to Josh Bates of the Cyber Supply Drop. Please make sure you give him a huge shout out on all of his socials. Thank you so much for tuning into our Friday resupply. I'll answer a couple more questions, then I got to go because I do have a stream interview. We're going to talk to somebody who's going to potentially be on stream in the next couple weeks. I just don't think that there is a viable business model here for that at all. There's a first time for every winner. Listen, here's the thing, right? You got to remember, to win, you got to show up. That's why I advertise every giveaway that we do, right? So that you have a chance to show up and win the giveaways. That is the best way to do giveaways. We've given away something every stream this week. We have given away something every stream this week. And it's been amazing stuff. We gave it, listen to me. If you weren't aware, we gave away an internship on Wednesday, right? We gave away an internship on Wednesday. That's how much we're trying to help you all get into cybersecurity, how much we're trying to pursue your career. Tune in, share it with your friends. Make this the greatest resource out there on the internet, whether you're just getting into cybersecurity, whether you've been in for 15 years, right? We got you. We got you. Thank you for showing up. That's because we got BSEC on a blacklist. You know how much of my time BSEC is used up in sub chat listening to his antics? Just saying. Just saying. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. I answered this one about privacy. This looks like an interview question from DK. I have my first interview next week for an internship. Should I brand myself as someone who is pivoting from non-IT to IT, or attempt to bring out the IT experiences I have in previous job roles? I think you embrace who you are. Listen, brand is just that. Brand is just that, right? Who are you, right? You've done something in IT. I would embrace it. I would absolutely own it, and I would absolutely, go in there full steam and be like, I'm this awesome. I've done this. This is what I've learned. This is what I've crushed. This is what I've achieved in my time, in IT. And I can't wait to put that level of excitement into working for your company as an intern, right? Like, just go out there and completely and totally own that branding. That's why I've got an entire video series. If you go head on over into the playlist, I think it was the Hacking LinkedIn Part 1. Somebody keep me honest on this one. Where we talk about the importance of branding yourself and using LinkedIn to brand yourself. You'll find that branding is so incredibly important in your cybersecurity journey, right? No, Ken. Will quantum physics change ethical hacking? No more than anything else has. No more than anything else has. Look, I mean, like the world is going to change around us, right? It's not about is it going to change things drastically different? But that's why going to the gym is important, right? I got fat because I stopped going to the gym. Your mind gets fat because you stop exercising it, right? Right? You stop doing Try Hack Me. You stop doing Hack the Box. You stop doing Blue Team Labs online. You stop exercising your brain. You stop adapting. This is why pen testers, listen to me. Oh my God. Soapbox time. This is why pen testers are scared of automation. This is why pen testers are scared of automation. No, I'm a pen tester, and you're damn right that I want to sit here and I want to run Nmap 700 times every engagement. Oh yeah. Woo! So much fun there. Hold on. No. I want to manually click on Burp Intruder every single time I do a web app test because that is so much fun. That shows my eliteness right there because I can hit that intruder button on Burp Suite. Woo! I am the leadest hacker in the world. I never want automation to take my job. Think about that for a second. You all think about that for a second. How silly does that make some of you pen testers sound to be like, no, there is no way I'll ever use automation. I want to run that. I want to run SMB credential check every time by hand on my network. Think about how silly some of that makes you guys sound, right? I want to stand up my red team. Listen, I can do it in red team. It doesn't have to be about Nmap. I can do it for your C2 services. Screw automation. I want to set up brand new red team infrastructure in AWS. I want to set up brand new phishing frameworks in AWS. Every single red team engagement and every single pen test. Every single one, because that's what makes me lead, is my ability to stand up that infrastructure in AWS every single solitary time. Think about that. How silly does that make some of you pen testers sound? It's the same people that refuse to accept that automation could make their pen test so much more effective that we have a business model for things like breach and attack simulation with Attack IQ. Hit exclamation point Attack IQ if you want free training on breach and attack simulation, right? It's that same mentality that stops people from saying, is automation going to take our jobs? Right? No, automation should be making you better and smarter. And if you're afraid that a computer with a binary check on ones and zeros is going to take your job, you're not innovating. And so if you're worried about quantum physics changing ethical hacking and making you not relevant in the space, you, as a cybersecurity professional, are not innovating. That is the takeaway, is that you have got to innovate. Just because I saw this from Stuns. You know what, Stuns? That's a fantastic idea. It's almost as if the pen testers have to adapt to an ever-changing defensive landscape. Well, hold on. What does that sound like? Sounds like APT. Holy cow. Isn't that what APT does? It is, absolutely, right? But you think that they don't use automation? They absolutely use automation, right? But that's the point, right? Using automation doesn't detract from the fact that you need to constantly change your TTPs as a pen tester to continuously change and update with EDR. Like if you're not taking that into consideration when you're doing your offensive red team or your offensive pen testing, right? Then you're not actually emulating the attacker, right? And so absolutely, I totally agree with this statement. But I also agree that this is why there's a level up process that needs to happen between red and blue. Here's my prediction. I'm going to end on this. And here's my prediction, right? The reason that pen testers are so afraid of blue teamers being smarter is because they're afraid of losing their edge. They're afraid that blue teamers will start detecting their Mimikatz. They're afraid that blue teamers will start detecting their Cobalt Strike beacons. They're afraid that blue teamers are going to start detecting their attacks and actually do something about it. And so that's the reason why, you don't ever see innovation on the red team side. That's why you don't ever see them adopt new techniques and procedures, is because they're afraid to share. They're afraid the blue team is going to start to get better, and they're afraid they're going to become irrelevant. I'll leave you with that hashtag unpopular opinion. I'll drop the mic there on that one. And I'll say to you, thank you all so very much for tuning in on this glorious Friday. I hope everybody had a fantastic week. We got some awesome stream content coming in next week. Make sure you hit that reminder. Make sure you turn those notifications on. Listen, make sure you hit !point socials. Do hit us up on all of our social media accounts, and listen to me. So very important. Thank you all so very much. I love the worldwide presence that we have here on this stream. And whether you're on the red side, whether you're on the blue side, whether you're still deciding, keep learning. I'll see y'all next week.